Stores of non-perishable food, water bottles, gas masks, weapons. More and more Americans are prepared bottles, gas masks, weapons.
Off. Mike. There we go.
Stores of non-perishable
penicillin.
food, water
What
bottles,
in the
gas
hell is
masks.
going on? Oh, I know what it is. There we go. We're going to go ahead and mute that. Penicillin helps with the clapper. What's up, Tonto? Let's see. I've got notify your follows. Join the live. Okay, I'll push that button. Button pushed. Okay, there we go. Talking about hobbies is a good way. Yeah, I'm getting all this first time on clapper stuff, guys, here. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and the YouTube people have been in the queue for over 15 minutes. It looks like Bradley Collins first. Doug, number 2. Good morning, guys. Cool Colt, Catitude, Faith, Barb, Viking Queen, Kentucky Crayon Eater. I like that. Let's see here. We got Cat. Star from Canada. Love it. By the way, Star, I sent you a message connecting you and Alrighty together because he is a Canuck as well. He is a giant leaf person as well. Let's see here. Organized Pineapple. Good to see you, girl. Appreciate your time. I eat pure sugar. Let's see here. Doug. Hicktown Honey. That bag is next level. Mine is like $30 worth of content. Yeah, I'm not buying that. She's talking about the video that we're watching in the build-up. If you're not on the YouTube side, you guys don't know that I actually play a video while the crowd is building. You know, so 15, 20 people aren't just sitting around watching this scroll like 3, 2, it's getting ready to. I actually go out and find a video that's relevant to preparedness and then play that on this little special screen. So if you're not on the YouTube side, there you go. Oakley fan. Gotcha, Covey. Let's see here. Kathy showed up. Where are we at here? JDM. Good morning, JDM. Good to see you, girl. All right, so what do we got over here on the TikTok side? Looks like I have 2 people on my clapper. I've got the clap. And this is brand new, you guys. Well, that guy just left. There's another one. What you guys are supposed to do on the clapper side is you were supposed to check in. Just say good morning. I'll start to remember your name. I'll start to associate it. And the more I'm on, the more we do this. That's the first thing we do in the morning is we actually hey, good morning. And then if I don't even know how the likes or whatever's work on Clapper, I don't know, just something. I don't know if there's even an algorithm on Clapper that draws people in. All right, so back to the TikTok, guys. We got April's sister. We got Covey. Got Blue Tune. We got Butcher. Where are we at here? We got Tito. Where are we at here? Come on now. Time Case. Good morning to Tim Case. I'm sorry. Good morning, Tim. Let's see here. Deanna showed up. Good to see you, Deanna. What the frickin' showed up. Good morning. Boy Scout America. Let's see here. Latin Stallion. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, my friend. Where are we at here? Tin Man. Love it. Hey, nice to see you, Tin Man. Don't recognize you, but thanks for showing up. Engine 810. You're not a fireman at all, are you? Let's see here. Where we got Zeke Smith. Good morning. Hicks Jr. What's up? Yay, good morning. Blue Tune. What is Clapper? Clapper is a TikTok knockoff that you can say anything you want to on. Yeah. They just say you got to be like 18. Well, you don't have to be 18 to have the app, but to go live stream, you have to be 18. And then it's like no nudity. And there was another one in there. Like I've read the whatever, I've read the term of service or some crap like that. Let's see. Have you checked your P.O. box, local prepper? Oh, shit. Good morning, Kathleen. Deflection. I have not. I am going into town today. I will check my P.O. box today. Let's see here. Welcome to. So I've got one person watching. Hey, one person watching that's actually watching me on Clapper. Do me a favor. Just type something in the chat so that I know that you're not a bot with a dude's picture on it. That'd be great. I appreciate it. I don't know if I can make your things bigger or not. Swipe right to show comments. Okay. All right. So I don't think I can make them bigger or anything like that because it's the one thing I like about TikTok. I can actually make those comments bigger. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Morning, JOD. Melody. Good morning, Melody. And I believe Miss Melody's in here too as well. Let's see here. Happy hump day. Tracy's in here. Tanker showed up. What's up, Broseph? Okay, so let's go ahead and kick this off. I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on the trying to promote the clapper simply because there's only 100 people on that followership right now, and I'm pushing everybody to the YouTube side because as of January 1st, I will no longer be live streaming on any other platform other than YouTube. Just so you know, you've been all warned over and over and over. Let's see here. 2 Melodies, 2 Kathys. Oh my God. Twin power! Wonder Twin power activate. That's right. I'm old enough to remember that shit. All right, let's see here. So some people were talking about it this morning on the Discord side, so I figured I would bring it up. Let's go ahead and switch screens real quick just so you can see the things that are things. All right, this is a website called Down Detector. Whenever somebody says there's a problem with a website, instead of me just clicking refresh over and over and over, I go to Down Detector. No, I'm not an affiliate. I just like the website because I used to do a little bit of work in very specific kinds of IT. And then, as you can see, Amazon does have a problem. So you just go downdetector.com, you click on the Amazon, and oh my God, 13,339 reported outages. And if you had one, you could I was using the app or the website or the checkout. I have a problem. Say something else. You could do all these different little things. But it'll tell you whether a system is down or not. And I'm going to go ahead and update that real quick. And yeah, it looks like it's leveling out. Amazon is still got a problem. Tweening. I don't know what twinning. Got you. There we go. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good to see you, bro. Let's see. But yeah, I figured I'd throw that out there for you guys. But you can pretty much see. And as long as it's a registered email or an internet address, and that it's not, I don't think they do WW2s or WW3s. No, it's not WAR. That's another web associated link. Let's see here. It's still not working for me. Fab Chick says that I reported it laugh out loud this morning. It's still not working for me. There you go. I'm reinstalling the clap. Well, make sure you go and get... I got a message here. I got a new message from West Virginia Pappy. Good to see you, Broseph. West Virginia Pappy has got the clap, guys. Yay. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So now I know I have your face. I followed you to Walmart yesterday. Wasn't much to report, but... why are most content creators leaving TikTok? Woodwork, they'll all say that it is because of censorship, but it's been my experience that TikTok does not censor very many things. TikTok has an algorithm that once it's like the old 3-strike rule. 3 strikes and you're out, right? They have a rule that basically categorizes particular strikes, gives them a point system, and then if you get enough of them, then you basically put yourself on the skyline. And so you just keep doing all these things that it doesn't want you to do, and all because, I'm just going to keep doing it. And you keep forgetting that it's actually a business. What's actually an intelligence gathering tool. But it's a business of some sorts. And businesses need to make money, and businesses have rules. And when you signed up for TikTok, regardless of your position in life, you check the box and you hit the I agree button. And those terms of service basically say that we can do anything we want because we are the business. So you get enough strikes, and poof, you're gone. And that's why a lot of people create the, I even have a backup TikTok account for the times where my live streams have been destroyed. And then one of the biggest problems is that the TikTok developers, they start to connect their TikTok to their revenue stream. Now, I'm just a little guy, so I think I make enough money from all the different stuff that I sell, link in the bio, shameless promotion, to pay my internet bill. That's about it. It's about $70, $80 a month. That's what I make. So just so you know, there's no big YouTube money happening over here. I mean, unless it's hiding in here someplace that I'm not aware of it, or, you know, I've got $1 billion in likes sitting someplace that I just don't know about. I'm still waiting for that phone call. But they connect it to their TikTok, and then they get taken down, or they lose their followership because people are not happy with what they're doing. And there's some very specific things. And there's not enough adults on TikTok, so they can't make any money, so they move away from it. It's that simple. There are some that are like, oh, Chinese control, blah, blah. You know, they've got to see everything. Well, maybe you should have read the terms of service. I mean, I did. The terms of service, an immense amount of power that you were giving TikTok. The second you load that onto your machine, you literally give it permission to try and link to other devices that are within your area, your spectrum of control, your little inner circle. It's automatically and try to leak to those devices, and it's got key readers. It's checking your IP addresses. It's got technology that figures out what buttons you like to push a lot. The other addresses that it literally is just a giant tracking piece of software, and some people don't like it. Let's see here. Yep, that's what I just said, Covey. Let's see here. I'm in Discord. Ooh. You're in Discord, huh? Where are we at here? Who's in Discord here? Texas Patriot Biker. You got to use the same name if you want me to know who you are, Boy Scout. I'm going to wave hi to you so you know that I recognized you. Where we got here? Tim Case just switched to TikTok, from TikTok to YouTube. Hey, good to see it, Tim. I appreciate it. Yes, I know, but I won't know who you are if you keep changing your name 50 freaking times. Well, that's an old account. I had to use it. I understand. I've been around for a little while. I have messages over here on the Clapper that are just from Clapper. This is ridiculous. Clapper, you're a joke, Clapper. But West Virginia Pappy, thank you for following me. Just drive on. Drive on, bro. Let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and get off of that. Let's see here. Of note, is Clapper owned by China? I have no idea, but I know that I can do anything I want on it. Let's see here. If it was, I'm trying to find you on Clapper. It's Local Prepper, all one word. There we go. So, hey, check it out. World Health Organization meets to discuss granting of increased surveillance powers under pandemic treaty. Isn't that special? Got in trouble on TikTok, so I'll be here from now on. Gotcha. Let's see. YouTube is being weird. YouTube is always weird, Chris. And if you think that YouTube doesn't have like their finger on the pulse of who you are too, think again. They're just not as intrusive as TikTok. All right, so back on this World Health Organization. An unelected global health agency, the World Health Organization, is currently meeting to consider a draft version of a controversial international pandemic treaty that will give the WHO increased surveillance power. Oh, really? Let's see. There they are right now. Listen to this.
Folders, and then more
they
expansively
love documents. They love words. They love writing up these things. This treaty. They're working on a treaty live right now. If you were on YouTube, you would see it. That's them in the background, just yammering along. They've got the document up on the screen, and this is full like watching it, edit it. This is a giant business meeting that they're running live right now to control your life. And they're going to do it for
please proceed.
The rest of today. Apparently, they've been doing it since the 3rd.
To suggest,
Isn't that special?
An additional paragraph 6 to reflect that
it's a little scary, guys. It's a little scary because what they do is they like to write these words, and I don't understand how I'm going to go ahead and mute them. I'm going to keep them on screen so you can see that this is real. But I'm going to go ahead and mute them because it's kind of weird to think that the World Health Organization is drafting an international treaty. Last time I checked, countries did that. Very alarming, guys. Very alarming. So I did a little digging this morning, and it's all very real. That's actually them up there on the top. If you can't see that, this is just the way they've got it on. Let me make that bigger for my YouTube people. That's actually them up there. They've been up there running their sock here. Let's go. Let's see. Unmute that. What do we got here? Oh, they've muted everything. I got you. They must know we're listening. See, they've muted it. The camera's on though. That's kind of weird. We're just going to go ahead and click that down, and maybe I can hit the live. But there we go. Something's going. Something's happening. But anyway, the reality is that they're actually doing this. I did a little bit of digging. Nothing crazy. And then they have something what they're calling One Health. And it's all written in a very simplistic manner. Basically, hey, we just want to make sure you guys are healthy. You know, we should be looking at cores like countries, to be honest. We should be looking at cores like countries, to be honest. I don't know what that means, but like big pharma and big banking, they control everything. This seems to be, you know, a justification. You know, I'm not going to talk too much about propaganda because although TikTok is not stopping people from saying things like this, and Twitter is now not stopping people from saying things like this, YouTube probably still has some, and after this video goes past its live and into save mode for later, they'll probably put a banner on it if I speak about anything that has to do with that thing that we must never speak about. But you can actually look up, this is like their agenda for the whole week. It's actually like a timeline. Where are we at here? This is actually the draft. And here's the thing. Down here in line 10, it's actually pretty. Article 10, strengthening, sustaining preparedness and health systems resilience. Sounds pretty cool. The problem is that within that subsection, measures to build and reinforce surveillance systems, including One Health, outbreak investigation and control, through interoperability, early warning, and alert systems across public and private sectors and relevant agencies, notably the quadripartite. And consistent with relevant tools, what tools would they be speaking about? Including, but not limited to, the International Health Regulation of 2005. Measures to build capabilities in genomic sequencing. Okay, this all sounds medical-ish now. Measures to develop prevention strategies for epidemic-prone diseases and emergency, growing or evolving public health threats with pandemic potential, notably a human-animal environment interface. Yeah, they're still sticking to that whole story about how it came from bats and shit like that. Let's see. Doug Frost says, I got banned on Clapper over you. How the hell do you get banned on something where you're allowed to say whatever you want to say, Doug? H. Austin. Draining? No, I wouldn't say that it's draining, but it's really easy to live in your own personal echo chamber, which is what I just put you in when I changed your screen. The fact that you realized, and I'm talking about, hey, nutsy, the fact that you felt the urge to make your voice louder than others, or to, I guess I could say you kind of like try to become part of the conversation, but you know, you failed all of the rules of grammar, punctuation, decency, and you really did just turn into the super snarky lefty that you are. And that's just an assumption. I personally don't know you, but that's just an assumption based on what you wrote and can no longer write ever again. So maybe you'll stick around. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you won't. You'll probably just run away. Most people like you do. So I do wish you the best. We can still be friends. I just can't have you polluting the adult environment. So have a great day. Hey, good morning, Jordan. Good to see you. Let's see. Maybe if he listens, he'll learn something today. Possibly, David. We'll see. Unfortunately, these people they just, instead of swiping off, they've got to go, oh, angry, and then swipe off. That's who these people are. Let's see here. Janice showed up. Good morning to see you. Hicktown Honey. There you go. My favorite podcast got banned too. Deanna's back in YouTube. Good to see you. RC's here. Good to see you, Broseph. Let's see your awareness. Not really fear, because fear is crippling you. Don't look crippled. Looks fine. Sounds good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Rick. Nice compliment. Those type of people aren't listening enough to learn anything. Absolutely true. Fear has no knowledge. Knowledge comes from wisdom, and wisdom is power. Actually, Sam, be ready. Good morning, my friend. And by the way, that's another reason I'm leaving. Stop doing my live streams on TikTok because of the trolls. Let's see here. There's a difference between fear and preparation. Absolutely, Skipper, 100%. Oh, I have two people watching me in Clapper. Thank you very much. I can't tell. It looks like you're here and then you're not here. If you're here, number 2, say something in the comments. I'll say something back at you. Tefel says, I have to admit, I love the way you handle changing the screens. Well, I mean, no, I'm sorry, Mayo. I have to do it. That's just the way it is. You have to go to frickin' YouTube. It's that easy. Don't give me any crap about how you hate YouTube, because YouTube is absolutely 100% no different than TikTok, other than the fact that my audience there are adults. If you want to be an adult, take your ass over to YouTube. Laugh out loud. This roll call reminds me of the old show called Romper Room. I'd have to look into that, Blue Tune. I'd have to look into that. What platform would you recommend? I don't want to lose your content. Rick, 59 star, go to YouTube. Go to the link in my bio, find my YouTube channel. If that is not working for some reason, go to localprepper.net. Find localprepper.net. And find my YouTube channel there. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow. Hit the bell to get all of the notifications. I'm old. I do remember the term romper room, but I don't know that I remember watching it. TikTok is easier to use, in my opinion. Well, of course it is, Covey, because TikTok provides you with your daily dose of dopamine. That's it. That's it. When you're done with my live stream, you're going to be like, whoop. Oh, whoop. That's all TikTok does. You guys really need to do a little bit of research into what these companies are doing to keep you and your eyeballs focused on these tiny little screens. YouTube here buffers a lot. Check your settings, Skipper. You can actually adjust them. Let's see here. Caught only the end. Are you going to Rumble? I am not. Technically I am on Rumble, Eric, and I had contemplated going live on Rumble, but they do not make it easy. And there for a while they were actually charging people $10 a month to be able to go live on Rumble. I think that they have changed that, but that's not. I just don't see it. I mean, when is it enough? I'm doing YouTube here. I'm doing TikTok here. I'm doing Clapper there, all at one time. When is it enough, guys? I mean, come on. Let's just all gather in one little spot and stop playing these fuck games, excuse my French, and then we can just get on with the day. You know what I'm saying? So, it is, the sound is better here. Oh, my God. You know, there's little buttons on your phone. You could turn your volume up, right? Hey, BK, I haven't seen you like forever. Yes, Captain Kangaroo. I used to watch Captain Kangaroo. They are the shiznick. Oh, look, my Canadians. There we go. Who's talking here? Star, thank you. Okay, good, Star. I see you tagged in. Alrighty, then we'll likely pop in. And you two are both Patreons. So you guys can actually like talk to each other inside the Patreon stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the chat. We're good there. Here we go. Looks like I have one person on Clapper. I'm never live streaming on Clapper ever again. No, I'm joking. We'll give it a run. I've been making a few videos here and there on Clapper. There's only about 100 people following me there. So we'll see what we can build there. But I do have some videos planned for Rumble that I cannot put anyplace else. I can put them on Rumble and I can put them on Brighteon. If you're not on Brighteon, I recommend that you get over there. That is actually a pretty robust alternative to YouTube. But I can put them over there. It's going to have a lot to do with TikTok terms of service, and I have another one coming up on that thing that we cannot talk about here. So I'll try Clapper. We've been dealing with some stuff. I missed you guys. Well, BK, hopefully everything is fine. If you need any help or just to vent, do me a favor, just hit me up in the Discord. I'll be happy to talk to you. All right, let's see here. So we talked about the WHO, and let's see here. Let's go back to the original article. Let's see here. The new surveillance powers are detailed in Article 10, strengthening and sustaining capabilities for pandemic prevention, preparedness, response, and recovery of health systems. And Article 17, One Health. You know what's really scary about One Health? If we go to our own CDC thing, what's it say there? One Health. CDC's One Health Office. If you're not on YouTube, you can't see that. Ha ha. What thing can't we talk about? That thing that we may not talk about. You know what I'm talking about, Brosif. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's see here. You're welcome, BK, anytime. All right, so back to that. There we go. They include requirements for the WHO's member states to build and reinforce surveillance systems across both the public and private sector and to strengthen the WHO's One Health surveillance systems. You guys don't know? You guys don't know what a surveillance system is? Well, it sounds pretty simple, you know. It sounds like we're, you know, they in the medical community they've talked about virus surveillance for years, and basically it's just a way of like, hey, we're paying attention. We had like 3 dudes come through this airport, and he's got polio, and he's got this, and you know, I mean, remember when anthrax was a thing, and everybody was dying, right? So that's what they're defining it as, but it's also something more nefarious that a lot of people are not talking about. Hey there, I got 3 people on the clapper. Dynamite, do me a favor. Type something in the chat so I know you're a human being. I can start to build a relationship with you. Get busy. And if there's a little like button someplace like that, push that too. I haven't seen that happen yet. Where we got here? Blue Tunes. There you go. What's up? Boy Scout popped in. Nice. Okay, good. Maybe I will give Clapper a shot here. Oh, people are pushing all sorts of buttons. I like it. It doesn't tell me how many I have, though. I don't like that. I just see things on my screen. Anywho, we've already read that. In its fact sheet on One Health, the WHO cites that thing that we must not speak about as one of the main drivers for expanding its One Health approach, and notes that thing we may not speak of put a spotlight on the need for a global framework for improved surveillance and more holistic integrated systems. Integrated systems. That means we want access to more stuff. That's what it really means, guys. While the draft treaty doesn't mention contact tracing and testing, these were 2 of the main surveillance tools that were used to track the spread of that thing during that thing and create a mass surveillance dragnet. Not only did this result in many citizens being forced to use surveillance apps and devices, but the data was often abused by governments and third parties. Not only does this treaty grant the WHO new surveillance power, but it also recognizes the central role of the WHO and deems it to be the directing and coordinating authority of international framework. Holy shnikes. Now, here's the thing, guys. And I don't want to, you might want to tighten your tinfoil hats up just a little bit because I'm about to say something a little weird, okay? Where we got it? Doomsday showed up. What's up, Slacker? Good to see you, man. What we need to think about is that governments abused and third parties abused these apps. And it's been proven, okay? There was, I believe it was either Massachusetts or Connecticut, where they were requiring the use of these apps during the pandemic. And what they did was, and they were using it to protect you by letting you know that you were near someone. Of course, they had all of your information, so they could literally just be like, "Hey, you need to come see us. We think you might have been within 6 feet of somebody, and that person may have been within 6 feet of that person, and so on and so forth." It's like this self-perpetuating lie. But they actually did that. But the funny thing was, iPhones installed it on their iPhones in that for people who have zip codes that are within those particular states without anybody knowing about it. And then when people found it, they deleted it. And the next day, the app was right back on there. Mysterious. Totally mysterious how that happens. I think we should all be very aware that these devices that we hold in our hands are not as they were originally envisioned in the Star Trek series. Now, you remember the tricorders? You remember the communicators? Those little things, those flip. Bring me up, Scotty. You remember all that shit? You remember old Spock? It's breathable, Captain. You remember that shit? We can do all that with our phones now. But they found a way to do things to us with those devices. Now, I'm not saying throw them all away. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that be aware that as our governments decide to make decisions for us that we never ask them to do, that these are the things that are going to happen. They're going to happen. They're happening as we speak. These people, now the live stream has ended. Oh no, not that. These people are doing this in the name of the greater good. Rick, you're going to have to look that up. I don't know the name of the app. What's up, Trevor? Excuse me. Damn, Trevor, you're omnipresent. Love you, man. Oh, I like that name. Gatekeeper. I think I've seen 0329. Whoa, are you one of my newer brothers, Gatekeeper? I got to look that up. Let me see what that is. Let's see here. Was cancellation of Mar admin. I thought an 0321 was the new guys. Does it have a list? 03, I guess 0321 is not an actual MOS. I thought it would be. That's a letdown. I thought you guys were going to be like, yeah. Anyway, let's see here. I've been prepping. We're turning this ship around. I've been prepping. Are we turning the ship around? No, futures. Our few cheers. I'm going to call you futures. Giant air quotes. The ship's not turning around, man. The ship, right now, if you want to use that analogy, then the ship is not turning around. The ship is headed right towards the iceberg. And prepare to abandon ship. It's that easy. Hopefully you got your lifeboat all set up with, 3 months worth of food. Or better. Hopefully you got some water set aside. Hopefully you got a good amount of pew-pew to protect you and yours. Hopefully you've got a plan. Hopefully you know your neighbors, We already hit it. They're just lying about the water in the lower deck. Draken, Small Wars Manual for Everybody. That's an excellent book. That's an excellent, excellent book. Also, another one that a lot of people have never... I don't even think it's on the Commandant's reading list anymore, is the... it's called The Soldier's Load and the Weight of a Nation. It's actually kind of expensive, but it's this little... I think it's like 60-page pamphlet, basically, but it talks about a lot of crazy stuff that is very, very enlightening. So, no, I don't think it's in my store. You can look if you want to. Localprepper.net, go to my store and look around in Knowledge. It might be in there. Neighbors aren't on the same ship. Oh, they will be, bro. They will be. And you just have to decide whether you want to push them off and let them drown, or you will... maybe have a plan for them. Maybe bring them in and here's the deal, guy. Maybe have enough stuff for them so that Yeah, they don't die, you know. How soon will all this go down? I've been prepping, still working on it. Bon Brad. There's no telling, man. There's absolutely no telling. Give them swimming lessons. If they had swimming lessons, they would know that they should be in a lifeboat. Can you show guns here? Oh, you can show guns here. Isn't that special? I don't know that I would ever actually do that. And obviously I'm currently on TikTok and YouTube, and I probably won't do that. But thank you, Doomsday. I appreciate that. Let's see here. It completely freaked me out. I turned off my sync settings. Yeah, I guess BK had the apps thing going on there. Crayon Eater was an 0131. There you go. I'm liking it. Where are we at here? USMC 0131. There we go. What do we got here? Nice. Oh, dude, you had like one of the worst jobs in the Marine Corps. You have my sympathy. But hell, back then it was probably cool. Nowadays, these guys are just data entry guys, you know. What are your thoughts on 5G theories? If you can talk about that, not trying to get you in trouble with YouTube. Cody, no. 5G, I don't really have a problem with 5G. You know, here's the thing, guys. It's all about the level of radiation, you know. If you put enough radiation close enough to your body, you're going to have a problem sooner or later. That's all I'm going to say about it. There's no massive conspiratorial plot to put all the 5G powers to 1,000% and fry everybody with their... There's no plan for that. It's radiation, dude. Every time you use your frickin' microwave, you know what I'm saying? Every time you turn a radio on, there's more radiation flying around in the air right now than you could possibly imagine. You know, so I don't really have a 5G thing. Let's see here. Would have been sold immediately. Fitbit isn't even new. It's something in the app. Let's see here. Have you heard anything about the England coordinating sectors off with electric fences and putting them in grids like the... No, I've heard nothing about that, Doug. All right, I'm going to call bullshit on that, even though I know nothing about it. I'm going to call bullshit on that for one simple reason. Right now, the UK is in the middle of an energy crisis. They're talking about turning off sectors of the UK on a daily basis for certain periods of time. So I don't think that they're going to be running up electric fences so that they can separate people when they don't have enough electricity to keep the lights on. Let's see here. Thanks for... No problem, Cody. Anytime, bro. Let's see here. I am semi-new to prepping at the moment. I have less than 6 months supplies, but working on it. I live surrounded by Amish. Gatekeeper. Well, you're in good company. You are in good company. Because you know damn well if something goes wrong, you know, you just got to walk over to them and just, hey, just want to let you know I'm out here. If you guys need any help, let me know. Make friends. They're very elusive, not elusive, but they are very questionable about the people that come up into their areas. But once they know who you are, then they're very apt to make you a friend. You know, I'm not saying they're going to invite you over for chicken dinner and shit, but I will tell you is that if they're raising a barn, they might give you a call. So let's see. You can get solar power fences now. You can, Star, but the amount of electricity that you need to stop a human being, that's a little bit different story. Let's see here. What do we got here? If you want to scare your tinfoil hat, compare cancer rates with introduction of radar. There you go. Let's make sure the UK gets new electric fences. What do we got here? Let's see. And I think I am caught up on the chat. We are running out of time, and I do have a video to show you guys. Something that should keep your brains interested. And I know today is supposed to be a 2-hour day, but I'm going to cut it short, guys. I'm going to go probably a little bit over an hour. because I have to go to a one of the local gun shops that just popped up in town, and they have a grand opening, and I need to go there and support them because the economy super duper sucks. And if you guys have not noticed, people have stopped going out. We talked about this on the every morning the Patreons, Monday through Friday, get a good morning prep or good morning Patreon video from me. Sometimes it's just me running my sucks. Other times it's observations. Other times it's what I'm doing to prep. What are you doing to prep? Things we need to think about for the day. Let's not forget about that kind of stuff. Basically, just kind of like poking them in the eye, saying, let's keep thinking about prepping. So one of the things that I noticed last night was that we're starting to get into a lull where we're being lulled into thinking that everything is okay. Last night we basically, because where I live is just ridiculous. I mean, they don't even have a Taco Bell, and that's blasphemy. But we were driving up to the next town. It's about 45 minutes, and there's this specific strip along the highway that is normally full of businesses. And we pulled up there around 7 o'clock last night, and the businesses were banging. Everything was open. It was all going crazy, right? So we go in there, go to the Walmart, get the stuff we want. We went and ate some dinner, started driving back. So say 8 o'clock. Everything is closed. Everything along that road was closed. Lights out. The restaurant that we passed an hour ago, parking lot was stacked. And this place is notorious for awesome seafood. 2 cars in the parking lot. People are spending less money. This is driving down the price of, I think they call it Brent oil, also known as crude oil. Yesterday it went below $80 a barrel. This is a sign of not recession, but worse. Do not be lulled into a sense of security that things are going great because the price of gas has gone down 20, 30, $1, cents to $1, less than it was 2 months ago. Do not be lulled into this sense of security because it ain't real, guys. It is absolutely 100% not real. That's all I'm going to say on that. So, with that said, I found this awesome video. I want to show it to you guys. It's prepper related. It's not about anything we've talked about so far today, but I think that you're going to enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and fire that up for the old YouTubers. If you're not on the YouTubes, obviously you cannot watch it. I need to make this bigger. That's what she said. I'm going to switch these screens. I'm going to push this button. Man, I wonder if I can do the whole... See, I'm not sure if I have... You may not hear me for a second. I got to go left screen. Hold on.
You ever stop and realize how fragile all this is? Wouldn't take much, all to throw us right back into barbaric times. All you have to do would be eliminate electricity.
New York, one of the biggest cities in the world, plunges into darkness in the blink of an eye. It's just after 4 p.m. on August 14th, 2003, and an unthinkable disaster becomes reality. A cascade of power failures shuts down electricity in southeast Canada and across 8 northeastern states. Cities like New York are brought to a complete standstill. Hundreds of people are trapped in subway tunnels, while the traffic above becomes a nightmare. In all, 55 million people lost power for up to 2 days. The main culprit, a sagging high-voltage power line in northern Ohio that brushed up against an overgrown tree.
There's a weird calmness about this here. This is not calm. The Russians are already in the grid. This is not a threat. This is happening. We are under attack. we're in a very dangerous place. I just think this has to be an emergency, an urgent situation. What would the catastrophic consequences be at a human level if you tried to live in a non-electricity world given the way we built our civilization?
John Wellinghoff was chairman of FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, a small government agency with jurisdiction over the U.S. high-voltage transmission system. Wellinghoff commissioned a study to see if a physical attack on critical transformers could trigger cascading blackouts.
It was actually a very shocking result to us that there's very few number of substations you need to take out in the entire United States to knock out the entire grid.
Knock out the entire grid?
That's correct.
How many would it take to knock out putting the entire country in a blackout?
Less than 20.
A lot of people, when they think of a nuclear war, what comes to mind is the image of mushroom clouds, cities laid to waste, but that may not be the way a nuclear war actually looks today. So if you detonate a nuclear weapon 200 kilometers or higher in outer space, people on the ground might not even know that it happened, but it will send an electromagnetic pulse charge down and damage all the components critical to the electric grid.
In other words,
a nuclear explosion in the atmosphere above the United States could unleash a burst of invisible electrical energy that within a fraction of a second could wash over this country and overload all of our most sensitive electronic devices, including the nation's power grid.
An EMP pulse is a very dangerous threat, and it's a realistic threat. It's something that would basically, if you're not nuclear hardened, it will basically shut down any digital computer that is operating in the range of the EMP. So if you set off an EMP, a high altitude burst EMP, basically every light in this hotel is going to go off, every computer is going to go off, every cell phone is going to go off. That's what an EMP does.
The power of an EMP is potentially devastating, and it's an open secret among nuclear-capable countries.
We actually know that the Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians have in their war plans the first strike plan to take out our electrical power system with an EMP attack. It's not speculation. We know that. We learned it about the Russians when the USSR collapsed. There were a number of defectors that left Russia and came to the United States. So they showed up here with boxes, suitcases full of data showing what the Russians planned to do with an EMP attack, what the Russians had given in information to the Chinese.
Famed insurer Lloyd's of London issued a comprehensive report about the risk of a major geomagnetic storm to the world's economy. Lloyd's pointed out that a Carrington-level extreme geomagnetic storm is almost inevitable in the future, and also mentioned that the duration of any outage could last up to 2 years and is largely dependent on the availability of spare replacement transformers.
This threat has now silently grown to where it is perhaps one of the largest natural disaster scenarios that the country could face, that society could face.
How likely is it that we're going to have a storm of the severity, let's say, of the Carrington event? I don't think it's a question of if we're going to have such a storm, it's a question of when.
An executive order relating to GMD was passed in 2016, but there was terribly ineffective regulator follow-through, creating essentially no GMD protection. If you think that this EMP and GMD issue is just a right-wing cause, consider what happened in the state of California in 2018. Its legislature, dominated by Democrats, unanimously passed 2 bills that formally recognize the urgent threats posed by EMPs and geomagnetic disturbances.
I think it's appropriate and important for California to make a statement about this. This measure urges the President and Congress to work together to implement grid hardening measures to help ensure our nation's critical electrical infrastructure is protected from threats of electromagnetic impulses and physical attacks on the infrastructure.
The problem is, 4 years later, there's still been no concrete action. For those deeply concerned about these issues, California's failure to follow through has been a profound disappointment. This is a fixable problem, and it's completely bipartisan, but we need to come together around solutions that will work. Legislation to provide structure and regulatory discipline, and then people on the ground to get it done. The highly credentialed EMP Commission has provided detailed recommendations in their early reports to Congress. On our website, we've outlined a few of the highest priority action steps to protect our civilian infrastructure, and we will ensure we will follow through. How we respond to the looming threat facing our grid will ultimately be judged by history. Visit our website at griddownpowerup.com and send emails to your legislators, utility companies, and regulators, and urge them to take action now to protect America's future.
If you are concerned about our electrical power system surviving, you need to let your legislator know how you feel. And if enough people make enough noise, we can get this through. I know we can get this done.
Mic's back on. There we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I ran across that this morning. Apparently it's a movie that's coming out in January. It's called Grid Down Power Up. You can actually YouTube some of it, but it's apparently something they've been working on for a long time. So let's see. What are the chargers in your bookcase? Have some radios. DB, yes. There's 2 MGRS radios, one handheld ham, and one handheld CB back there. Let's see. All right, so we are... Sorry, I'm late to the meeting with high ups at work. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Cody says, I live in NC, and a group of people just shot a power sub plant. We still have people without power, and I believe it's been out for a week. By simply shooting it, they took out a power grid. Yes, Cody, it was Moore County, North Carolina. It was originally 45,000 people without power. Now it's around 33. It's a problem. The officials have already said that these people knew exactly what they were doing. They did use gunfire to do it, and then they targeted a specific part that is not easily replaceable. And they did it in 2 different sites, and yeah, not cool. It was, I believe, either Sunday or Monday that this happened. And now someone has died because of it. Wow, I had no idea, Kelly Lee. That's interesting. That's interesting. My friend in Moore County has power today. Yes, I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome, because they were talking about like 4 to 5 days until they had power. But I will tell you that likely they don't have full power restored. I wonder if they have Moore County power outage map. Let's see if I can pull something up like that. Duke Energy power map. And we don't care about that. Carolinas, let's push the Carolina Duke Energy. I don't know which one it is. I'm going to push this one. We'll see what we got here. Charlotte, Asheville. 19,000 people are out of power. This is a pretty interesting map. I'm going to go back. You know what? I'm going to show you guys. I'll put that on the screen for you real quick. And let's try this one. I don't think this will be right. There we go. The 19,000 people are still without power. I don't know if this is Moore County. Maybe I can do search for location. Moore County. Moore County. Boom. All right, so this should be showing me stuff. All right, so Moore County's pretty big. Looks like there's still several thousand people without power. Looks like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 12,000 people without power. So it is still a thing. I've heard that this happens. I've not heard this about any in other states. What's up? Have food will travel. Thanks for following me there on Clapper. Make sure you do hit whatever follow button. This is the very first live stream. I mostly do it on TikTok and YouTube, which are actually going right now. But I will be pushing people over to the YouTube platform. It's Local Prepper, all one word. You'll find it. It has the same exact logo that's up there. Apparently, I have 210 diamonds. I have no idea what the hell that is. Let's see here. Yo, Ozarks. Let's see. Interesting test run. No, I don't believe that for a second, Hickory. I honestly believe, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about Moore County. They clearly knew exactly what they were doing. It's all about intentions. I'm sure right now, because it's in the Fed's hands now. I'm sure that they're interviewing every single employee that had anything to do with any of those power stations. Let's see. What are we prepping for? Glenny Trades, I prepare for an economic crash. Other people prepare for other things. I'm not immigrants or it's not immigrants. I don't know who. I don't know what that would be. Why would immigrants be doing this? That's crazy, Mike. Morning running behind. What's up, Debbie? Good to see you. Mike Holt. I know, but if you do not who's coming and going, they have no clue. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so we're running up at 11 o'clock. Like I said, today is only going to be 1 hour. How long have I been preparing for an economic crash? Since 2008. Let's see. Where we got? Tin Man. Hey, Tin Man. Good to see you, bro. Make sure that you follow, subscribe, or whatever. I will be doing more on the... You basically caught me right at the end of the live stream. You're on Clapper, then I got TikTok, and then I got YouTube, and it's all live right now. So... let's see. If you ever want to see what's going on, find Local Prepper, all one word, on YouTube. You'll be able to actually watch these live streams. All right, guys. I think that's going to be about it on the YouTube. Let me check the YouTube chat one more time. We'll talk to my adult friends over there. Let's see. I think that's going to be about it, guys. And then, obviously, I'll see you on Friday. So, as usual, on the YouTube side, we'll see you on the inside. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it, and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So, until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.